Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news, Washington Commanders Nation. Per Ian Rappaport and everybody on the local beat, Commanders cornerback Emmanuel Forbes Jr. will undergo surgery tomorrow to repair a torn UCL in his thumb, a blow to the secondary, and for the former first round pick. Definitely a blow to Emmanuel Forbes while he was trying to live in his redemption arc. By having this procedure now, Forbes will fix an issue that would have been a problem all year. First things first, before we get into our hate and before we get into our negativity, speedy recovery to Emmanuel Forbes. Hope that works out. I hope he gets healthy. I hope he shakes back here or wherever else he is playing football in the NFL. Secondly, is that really a blow to the secondary? It was supposed to be when Ron and them reached for him with the 16th overall pick. Let's call a spade a spade. Is this a get out of jail free card for the Washington Commanders? Is this how we end the Emmanuel Forbes experiment? Very interesting. So, Michael Davis, you got no reps in week one. Noah Igbenogany, you got some burn. Who's going to start? Probably Michael Davis. You're now up, and we have to prepare for life past Emmanuel Forbes. I don't see a specific timetable for his recovery yet, but we may have got blessed, y'all. We may have found an easy way to part from the Emmanuel Forbes experiment. And I hate to be that guy coming off of an injury announcement, but we got to talk about it. We got to talk about it. I'm starting to feel bad. Nothing can go right. I'm not starting to feel bad because at the end of the day, he was picked. Ron reached for him, but he was picked. He was a first-round pick. The saga continues. I swear we're going to move on from him. He will end up being a cold-blooded. No, I don't have any fear in my heart that he's going to be a cold-blooded dog. You may be one of the few. Starting to become the Me Too treatment with Forbes. A few people are saying negative things. Now it's a collective because he's put nothing. I know you like the player. He's put nothing but negative tape out since he's been here. We got 176 in the chat. Who's replacing him? Michael Davis and Noah Igbenogany. And there's no drop-off, really. There's no drop-off because it's not like we're getting anything from Emmanuel Forbes. I hope he gets well mentally and physically and comes back a better player and person. But I'm not going to sit here and act like we're missing anything with Emmanuel Forbes being out because we aren't. I see this as the team allowing him to regroup. And no, this could be an easy, hey, go ahead and get the surgery. Take all the time you need, bro. Come back a new guy. Come back a new guy. And it's more than that. Like, it's more than he was a first-round pick. I'm tired of treating first-round picks with kid gloves. I'm tired of it. If you could be critical of the quarterback who won Rookie of the Week, by the way, be critical of the cornerback who's gotten here over a year ago and put, 15, 16 games of tape together and has barely flashed positive signs. Hopefully we can get Noah and Mike in more time on the field, but we know the cornerback room is pretty bare already, but it's even more bare now. We may have to sign a guy or we can bring a guy up. We got to add to the cornerback room at this point because we're down. Is it season ending? Is it season ending? Did they say it's season ending? I haven't seen that confirmed. Is that season ending or just significant time? On God, though, thumb and breaking fingers and anything on your hand sucks. But I feel like if this was playoffs or if this was a significant contributor to the team, they'd splint that bitch up and trot his ass right back out on that football field. But it's Manny Forbes, man. A blow, they say. Thanks for the upgrade. Hey, all best wishes for Emmanuel Forbes. I hope he comes back from this a new man, physically, mentally, on and off the field. But he's not our concern anymore, especially if this is a season-ending injury. This may be the end of the Emmanuel Forbes experiment. Put Smoot in. Shout out to Smoot. Smoot, I know you got another interception or two in you, my boy. Get your ass back out there. I hope he feels better and recovers from it. Of course, that's always first things first, but we're going to be real. We're going to have a real and honest conversation. Maybe they can add somebody. I don't think Forbes being out would be a catalyst to go out and have to sign somebody, but there are still corners available. The Rams brought back Ahkello Witherspoon. That hurt me because that was the corner I was keeping my eye on for quite some time. CB64 is done in Washington. Oh, my God. I watched the all 22. When your bad plays lead the points, I don't care how many bad plays show up on tape. He's a first-round pick. You already know. Credit for having a hey, whenever I told you I'm working full-time from home now, so whenever breaking news comes out, I'll be the first one on YouTube going live so everybody can live react and give your immediate reactions to news. Our latest news is starting cornerback, second-year corner, Emmanuel Forbes, who's getting UCL thumb surgery, is going to miss quite some time. Some people are saying season ending. I don't know if it's going to be a season ending injury, but it's going to be a significant amount of time. I think we need to now start preparing for life after Emmanuel Forbes, because what you have to factor in is that Adam Peters, Lance Newmark and company did not draft this guy. He was drafted by the Ron Rivera regime, which missed on a lot of picks, including most of their first-round picks, if not all of their first-round picks. But yeah, another constant reminder of this is what Ron Rivera does. This is what he does. I'm watching Christian Gonzalez go weekly running the one-on-one fade with star receivers, and we have to try to fish through all 22 just to say, this guy's all right. This guy's going to be okay. He did something positive on Sunday. It wasn't all bad. I don't want to do that anymore. I don't think this means we have to rush out and sign someone immediately, because we're not really missing that much from Emmanuel Forbes being out. But Michael Davis is probably hopping into the starting spot. Noah Igbenogany behind him. And we may need to either elevate or we need to go sign another person to this room. Someone who knows the system maybe, or has played in a similar style of defense. But yeah, Emmanuel Forbes is looking donezo. And I have a feeling Witherspoon got signed to the Rams. He got signed back this week. I just got off work, found out what happened. Is there anybody you like at cornerback that we can add to the roster? I love Ahkello Witherspoon, but he just re-signed with the Rams, which is a perfect fit back to where he belonged. He should have never been released in the first place, but he was a cap casualty there and the numbers game. But he's back with a very good LA Rams defense. But my man said when he clicked, he thought they cut him. He's not gone, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like they could use this as their hard out for Emmanuel Forbes. They can use this to kind of transition on and live life and plan life according to Emmanuel Forbes not being here. He may be gone. Based on it, it seems like short term, but maybe at this point we find out Michael Davis is solid. Maybe Noah Igbenogany catches on. Hopefully somebody catches on in this Joe Witt defense. Castro Fields was claimed by the Carolina Panthers. I believe he's on their active roster. But Patrick Peterson's rinsed, but he may be worth a call at this point. But I think they're going to see what they have on the roster already, because it's not going to be a drop-off of play. If anything, it can only go up in play at that cornerback position. Noah Igbenogany and Michael Davis, it is your world. It is your world. We at least know those guys have speed in an NFL body, or at least Noah Igbenogany has speed. Michael Davis is not the fastest corner, but he has an NFL body. Not going to be a bunch of business decisions made because he has more of a malnourished form, and he's not built like an NFL player. Benjamin St. Juice. Let me see. Benjamin Morris in Notre Dame. I hope y'all know the name. We will definitely keep account for it. Appreciate you. We don't know how long the injury is going to be yet. We're never going to win. I don't know if Forbes getting out has anything to do if we're ever going to win, but hey, we're going to beat the Giants this Sunday. We got the New York Giants. This Daniel Jones shit has to stop. This Daniel Jones shit has to stop, and it has to stop right now. We're bringing out the gold pants. Wale is performing at halftime, in case you didn't know. Adam Peters, Jaden Daniels, Dan Quinn and company. This is their first game as the Washington Commanders, new era of Washington Commanders. We cannot start that shit off at home with a loss to Daniel fucking Jones coming off a 0 touchdown, 2 interception game in week 1. I need back-to-back rookie of the weeks for Jaden Daniels. The secondary was already the secondary. Nothing changes because Forbes is not on the field, and that's no disrespect. You see me, I had Forbes on the show. I did not have Forbes on the show. I had Emmanuel Smoot, Jesus Christ. Fred Smoot, his Mississippi State brother on the show, and we did the Game of Thrones association game. I said Emmanuel Forbes is Theon when he's Reek, when he's taken captive and is a prisoner of Ramsey Bolton, because he's looking for his redemption arc. He's looking real hard at that redemption arc right now. Maybe he needs a few weeks to just clear his head, get his mind and his confidence back. But we have to look at life without Eli Apple is also ass. He is ass. He's high profile ass. You know, it's not the type of ass that you forget he's out there on Sunday. Who are the top cornerback prospects in next year's draft? Will Johnson out of Michigan, if he comes out, I believe he's everyone's prohibitive number 1 corner at the time. I think there's a very good chance Washington is drafting corner in round 1 of the NFL draft in 2025. But none of this changes. We need to win this week, y'all. We need to win this week. The downfall of Ron and Martin Mayhew. I don't even think Mayhew really had a say in anything, but he is connected to the group. Luckily, he got to stay on board because the GM we hired happens to be very good friends and former co-workers with him. I swear I want the Martys out of the building just because they were in relation to everything that was built here prior to Adam Peters getting here. But he may be gone, man. This may be the easy out. I think this may be the easy out, man. I think this is how they move forward past. I promise you, Juke, Emmanuel Forbes was never going to be a Malik Neighbors stopper. There's a lot of things we say here in assumption, and we're just throwing shit out. We're hypothesizing. I can say confidently, I will look into the camera and say Emmanuel Forbes was never going to be a Malik Neighbors stopper. So we're going to figure out how to guard him. I don't think he was ever going to be the assignment anyway, but if we get cooked Sunday, I'm going to the retirement home and I'm signing. AARP that shit. Put some old guys out on the field, man. Ron let Smoot make the pick like shit. They had the pre-recorded video ready to go a day before. Well, if Emmanuel Forbes is on the clock, oh, we're going to be really happy if Emmanuel Forbes is there. Man. Shout out to Ron Rivera. Not really, but Washington is down a corner productively. I don't think this changes the game plan. Michael Davis, you were starting for a lot of the preseason or training camp portion of the summer. You are now starting opposite Benjamin St. Jude. I think we will miss Emmanuel Forbes' speed because he is a 4.3 guy. He's fast as all get out. But that's about all we're going to miss. That's about all we're going to miss so far. Josh Norman resurgence. What's Norman up to these days? Is he on an active roster? Is he running a farm with horses and shit right now? Yes, we all know. I know. We relish in this every day. The coulda, woulda, shouldas of Ronald Eugene Rivera, where Jamin Davis could have been Christian Darrisaw or Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, and Jahan Dotson should have been Chris Olave, and Emmanuel Forbes could have been Christian Gonzalez. It could have been one of the other corners as well, but most specifically Christian Gonzalez, somebody we did not feel like should have been on the board when we were up. But yeah, man. Rio, considering Forbes was a Ron pick, do we keep our eyes peeled on Sunday to see if Allen and Payne defend up front well? They're Ron picks too. Well, they weren't Ron picks. Allen and Payne were drafted before Ron got here. They were in the Gruden-Allen era. They were not Ron Rivera picks, but everybody should be mindful because they're watching guys. And Johnny Newton should be ready to go. According to Dan Quinn's pressers this week, it sounds like we're going to see Johnny Newton. Even if in a pitch count or limited role, I believe we're going to see second-round pick, 36th overall pick, Johnny Newton this week. But everybody should be Everybody not previously selected by the crew that runs the front office right now, they all need to be on their P's and Q's. I know Payne had the most pressures, or top 3 or 4 pressures in week 1 for interior D linemen. Allen, I need to see better. I don't need to see Daniel Jones slipping out of his grasp like Baker was doing last week. Everybody needs to get up and produce. Everybody. You know? Yeah. Oh, yeah. But you're right, Jalen's dad. Without Ron doing what he did, we wouldn't have Jaden. We wouldn't have been able to reset and start over everything. So I am optimistic about it. Is Noah Brown about to play? Because I feel like we got conflicting messaging from the assistant coaches, and it sounded like they're trying to get him up to speed. Cliff mentioned something about some type of injury Noah Brown was dealing with, which I wouldn't put past because he lives on the injury report in his career. But I don't know, man. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure, to be perfectly honest with you. Payne was cooking on Sunday. Just need to finish. It ain't exactly cooking if those pressures don't result to anything, because it sounds good to be in the vicinity of the quarterback, of the play in the backfield. But if you're not making the play, you're not exactly cooking. You've got all the ingredients you need. You're in the kitchen. You got your apron on, tied up. You got the stove set, the oven set to the correct temperature, but you didn't let the food finish cooking because you didn't get to the quarterback. You didn't finish the play. And I know every play cannot result in a sack, but I'm saying we could at least force an incompletion. Start to take the quarterback down and make him throw an errant pass, throw an interception. It happens to us. Why can't it happen to other teams? Why can't it happen to other teams? Y'all know what I'm saying? But this is Giants week, baby. Fred Smoot was right. He is little finger, small thumb broken. Oh man, did Fred Smoot speak it into existence when he called him little finger, and now he needs thumb surgery? Chase Young and Montez Sweat. That was, what's up, Dubs? That was their entire career in Washington. Close but no cigar. In the vicinity of a quarterback doesn't bring them down. But it's all good though. We're moving on to week 2, baby. Giants week. The Giants are coming to town. I told you we're bringing the gold pants back. They don't got the stripe yet, but they gold though. Wale is performing at halftime. DC's own. He ain't coming to DC on his world tour, but he's performing at Northwest Stadium. First game of the Northwest Stadium era of DC. Jaden Daniels' first home game, coming off a Rookie of the Week debut where he didn't even show his best stuff in one Rookie of the Week. So with a better performance, are we going for back-to-back Rookie of the Weeks? But most importantly, we need to win. We need to win. We need to win. I love Wale as well. Oluba Wale for Lauren, big fan. Day one, big fan. Love that guy. Fuck the Giants. Fuck the Giants. Fuck the New York Giants. Until I see us lose to them, I'm standing firm on business that we're sweeping the Giants this year. Yeah, I need to see it, but Malik, he's scared. He was never going to be matched up with Malik Neighbors' ex. I promise you, they weren't about to let him run the ones like Ron did him with A.J. Brown. That was not about to be a matchup, my guy. I'm glad. We're not glad he's injured, though. Let's get that part straightened out, because we never want any of our players to be harmed, and we want them all to recover. How many passing yards can we expect from JD? I got him around 250 this Sunday versus the Lions. Versus the Giants. I got around 250. I got him around 300 total yards between rushing and passing. And I got us with the 20-19 W versus the New York Giants. The New Jersey Giants. Yep, New Jersey. Not New York, New Jersey. You know, if everybody complains that we play in Maryland, the Giants and the Jets play in Jersey. So same shit. But I saw the all-22. I saw it. Congratulations. He didn't get beat on every play. Is that all we look for? Is for our first-round talents to not look absolutely terrible? He gave them points because he committed 1,000 turnovers, 1,000 penalties on one play. I'm not out here about to hold on to that. I'm not clutching my pearls over Emmanuel Forbes not getting beat on every play. He got a broke clock is right twice a day. So him not looking horrible on every snap, that doesn't move me. It doesn't move me. We got to get to him. This was the worst O-line in the league last year. They were the only team last year that allowed more sacks than us. Daniel Jones goes down 5 times week 1. The Vikings don't have an insane front. The Vikings are not supposed to have an incredible defense right now. That's supposed to be an offense-heavy team. The Giants didn't touch pay dirt. They did not score a touchdown versus the Minnesota Vikings last week. We cannot keep letting Daniel Jones get away with being ass versus the entire league except us. We already got him a contract written because of his performances versus Washington. He got his money because how he plays against us. He should be undefeated against us. He's 5-1-1, and he should have won the game where he lost to us because it took a penalty, a redo for the final kick, and a drop Darius Slayton touchdown that he was butt naked in the end zone for us to beat Daniel Jones. Enough of that shit. Fuck Daniel Jones. I'm sick of losing to them. They have no run game. Devin Singletary is mid as fuck. That is mid-grade gasoline. Tyrone Tracy, don't know who that is, not concerned with him. Their run game is literally only the quarterback, Daniel Jones, and his mobility, and he's still making rookie mistakes in year 6. Fuck him, fuck the New York Giants, and get well soon, Emanuel Forbes. We got 539 in the chat right now. Smash that like button for your boy. We need to stop it. We can't let him keep getting away with this. We can't keep letting them get away with this. I'd rather have our other new another new signing at cornerback. But right now we're gonna have what it at. It's Michael Davis. It's Noah Igbenogany. It's a push. It's a push either way. It's not drastically leaning upgrade or downgrade. It's a push. It's a one flat ass line. That's it. Well, let's go. We're on to week 2. We're on to week 2. Thank you for liking this up. We got 500 in the chat. Y'all can smash that like button for your boy. Whenever news comes out, I will be doing an impromptu live. So don't think I did this just to rain on the parade of Emmanuel Forbes' career in DC. Whenever news happens, now that we're doing full-time type shit on the channel, I will be going live as soon as I hear it. I sound nervous. I sound like I do every week. I'm always excited. I'm always nervous. I will say this is a must win if this season needs to hold any positive signs in it, because if you don't beat this Giants team, you could be looking far and wide before you find that first win on this schedule. But we're going to take it 1 week at a time. Was going to want him benched anyway. Oh, yeah. People already want him. People want him off the roster. Like, I never said we should cut Emmanuel Forbes. Keim just tweeted that he may not have to go on the IR. So what are we talking? 2-3 weeks injury? Throw a splint on it type shit? Are we Travis Hunter bad? I'm not sure, but I think Travis Hunter is a wide receiver in the league. I don't think that's an NFL cornerback. I think he has potential, but I think he has potential to be an absolutely elite wide receiver in this league. I don't see NFL cornerback for Travis Hunter's future. But so out 4 weeks. So a month, out 4 weeks. That's the IR designation, right? 4 weeks. Did Iggy play well last week? Which Iggy are we talking about? I'm slow right now. Iggy who? Which Iggy are we talking about? Who are we talking about? Y'all on some weird shit every year. What type of weird shit are we on now, man? Straight garbage can cornerback. Surgery will determine next step as far as next move they will make. Forbes over Gonzo is an all-time miss, but it's what Ron do. It's what Ron do. Y'all remember when Julio got snaps at safety? Julio Jones? Yeah. Noah Igbenogany, Michael Davis seem. Travis Hunter and Shiloh would be major additions. Did Shiloh the safety? Shiloh, all right. Shiloh probably going to be like a day 3 pick. I don't see Shiloh being a day 1 or a day 2 pick in the draft, but I just wanted to touch base with y'all briefly and check the pulse with the fan base of how y'all are feeling. Emmanuel Forbes, we don't know the timetable yet until the surgery is complete, his UCL and his thumb, but Ron was trolling taking Forbes. And I know y'all remember my draft reaction. I know y'all remember me, Jalen, Tay Todd, Alex, Zach. I know you remember how we were chanting Gonzo all night and we were pissed when that shit happened. Oh, Igbenogany. Noah, I don't really think he played enough snaps for a real evaluation, but he didn't look awful. He didn't look great. Iggy is great. We should call Noah Iggy because his last name is more than a mouthful and it stumbles up everybody. The media be saying his name crazy. At least I know the pronouncement of how to pronounce his last name. Shiloh reminds you of Duggar. Oh, I love Kyle Duggar. If he's Duggar, take him on day 2. I'm with it. But y'all really don't know ball. Shiloh, low-key, he's not good. That's a day 3 or undrafted player, to be perfectly honest. I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of going any type of relevant picks on him. JC Jackson is a walking injury designation. So be careful what you wish for with JC Jackson. Once upon a time, that was a really good cornerback, but on a regular ass basis, JC Jackson is injured. And his injuries are significant and lingering. So be careful what you wish for. You just got to roll for now. You got to roll with Iggy and roll with Michael Davis. You brought Michael Davis over, and the plan was to start him. Forbes ended up starting over him because I think, honestly, they wanted to look. They wanted to see what he has. But Chigozie Anuzium, I know, instead of going outside of the franchise, since we're evaluating things, I forgot. Undrafted free agent corner, Chigozie Anuzium out of Colorado State. There we go. Thank you for this comment, Shattered Limerick. This is what we do at corner. Fuck signing all these old rent stash trash can injury designated cornerbacks. Elevate Chigozie Anuzium because he has the size, speed, profile of a Dan Quinn cornerback. Put his ass up. Let Michael Davis and Igbenogany go out there and have at it. And if they're ass, let's see what Chigozie Anuzium does on the opposite of Benjamin St. Juste at some point. There we go. I was looking for a solution at cornerback. There we go. There we fucking go. Rio said a Rottweiler weighs more than Emmanuel Forbes. A Rottweiler, my 13-year-old son, my snapback hat, my microphone, and my laptop. But there we go. I'm glad someone said it. Shattered Limerick just gave us the answers to the test. Elevate Chigozie Anuzium from the practice squad. Undrafted free agent corner, good height, weight, speed. We gave him a high guarantee to be an undrafted free agent. And Colorado State, bring his ass up. Get him on the active roster at some point. Put him behind Michael Davis and Noah Igbenogany, and let's rock it out. Since we're evaluating young talent, let's evaluate young talent. Point blank, period. Renting Micah Hyde for the season doesn't sound bad at safety, albeit he is old as hell. I don't necessarily wish injury on someone, but this will actually force them to look at other options at cornerback. Yep, and maybe we will actually see something out of it. You hate to see injury be the cause for it, but this may be the easy out Washington was looking for with the Emmanuel Forbes situation, because they got to try their damnness to say something positive, and Quinn is just like, he chalks it up to, we're trying to develop this player like we're trying to develop everyone else on the roster. Slim pickings and just never took off. Unfortunately, all of them would be cornerback one. I feel the Anuzium call. Someone needs to develop and be our own Deron Bland. Exactly. So youth infusion. Let these young boys battle it out. Let these young boys figure out how we do. Call up Chigozie Anuzium before you make any outsourcing free agent pickups. I wasn't ready to give up on him just yet, but now we get to see what we got with Iggy and Davis. Fuck it, let's roll. May the best man win, and let's get it in. Run the ones. You got Jalen Hyatt, who runs dirt routes. Jalen Hyatt, he started his season off with a Diami Brown, Jahan Dotson double donut of 0 catches, 0 yards. Wandale is very slippery, very shifty, so Mikey Sanders still has his hands full in the slot. BSJ in the safeties, we're going to pray for him against Malik Neighbors, and ultimately, Malik Neighbors can't get his shit off if Daniel Jones looks like Daniel Jones. It's about that time we make Daniel Jones actually look like himself when we play the New York Giants. 5-1-1 stops now. We're beating the New York Giants on Sunday. Nothing changes because Forbes has to miss time. But now we get a look at what that cornerback room is made of, and we don't have to sit there and pretend and pray that Forbes looks like something for the next few weeks or however long it is until he returns. I just wanted to hit y'all with a short breaking news live. That's all I got for right now. I'm going to go eat this Chipotle, finish this Chipotle I just ordered. I'm going to be live on the channel tonight. Watch party for Thursday Night Football. We're going through the whole game. Amazon Prime, if you don't have it, come watch the play-by-play. Come kick it with your boy. At 8:10, I'm going live, and I'm going live all the way through the Dolphins hosting the Bills game. Do you need your thumb to run fast? Absolutely not. And I think a certain caliber of player, they tell them to splint that hoe up and suit up on Sundays. But it is what it is. Mayhew was at the mercy. Yeah, Mayhew was the golf buddy of Ron. Whatever Ron said goes, and he couldn't overrule him. Smash that like button. Hit subscribe if you're not subscribed to the channel. Come pull up for the watch party, and let's watch Thursday Night Football together. That's all I got for right now. Until next time, Rio Robinson. Ow. Appreciate it.